Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you, where you are. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. Kitty, you good? Oh, might need to scoop the box. Welcome to my stream. Good morning. Good morning. It is beautiful and sunny here in Victoria, BC. I am, what do you mean battery low? You've been charging. I've been digging out all of my summer clothes because all of a sudden it is summer weather. I'm gonna check and see if I need to scoop that before it hits me. One sec. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. I am here. We got water, we got coffee, we got auctions. Also beautiful, sunny, already too hot, mainland BC. It's getting a little toasty. Smoky, I imagine. I mean, I don't know for sure, but just based on everything going on, I imagine some smoke there. Our air quality's been okay. It's not pristine, but it's not, we're allowed to go outside and stuff. Wonder how I did that. So today it is, no, those aren't gonna work. Maybe I just do stream without sound today. Or I can put on my super cool headphones. I have a pair of over-ear Bluetooth headphones, and the ear pads on them, I've replaced them once already because I've had these headphones for a few years and I wear them often, apparently. Basically anytime I'm at my desk but not streaming, I'll put those on instead. And they just tend to wear in. Where's cards? They just tend to wear in and then fall apart in the earphone area. So I replaced them once, wore it again. They fell to pieces once again, and then I ordered a new one. So yesterday I put the latest ones on, and I figured if I'm gonna go third-party aftermarket headphone cushions, I may as well get the obnoxious ones. Model test headsets and earbuds sponsorship opportunity. I'm not sure if my hair was the thing standing between me and headphone sponsorships. There may be something else going on, but it's true. We do look phenomenal. Morning from the lovely flooding city of Houston. Oh, geez. Love your YouTube videos. Thank you. What pet is that? What pet is this? Oh, that's Slippy. That's Slippy. I was looking through my alchemy pets because I was just AFK crafting legions of potions last night. And I wanted to have an alchemy pet out with me. So that's something from, I want to say BFA alchemy. There's other octopus pets like that, but that's the one that came from alchemy. It was either that or my transformaldehyde, or what is it called? It can't be called transformaldehyde. Formaldeclide. The transmutant. Okay. All right. It's just called the transmutant. There we go. It's just a news. I just relisted some auctions. I sold a bunch of stuff, which felt good. I had like 400K in my mailbox, which is no flabby numbers, but it is something. Today on stream, here, I'll show you the headphones before I move on too far from that. I haven't had the cushions on these long enough to actually like promote them yet because for all I know they're terrible, but they look cool. I'm fully committing to my 1995 energy. Slightly smoky here in Vermont. Bose 700. Yeah, I like them. I'm having trouble with Bluetooth, but it's not the headphones. It's both of my Bluetooth devices. Sometimes they're fine and they work flawlessly with no problems. And then sometimes I just get tons of interference that is somewhat helped by me like repositioning the mic and repositioning the receiver. But sometimes I swear the cat interferes with the Bluetooth when she sits in the arm of the chair. Not that I would ever move her for such a reason. Oh, I sold my Primal Convergence. Do I have more to sell? I have the silver ones. I'm out of the gold ones. I'm trying to figure out if I want to make anything today. But yeah, sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not great. And as far as I know, there's no way to, like, aside from just turning it off and back on again a bunch of times, there's no way to really reset your Bluetooth bands. And I don't know what else. It's not like there's a lot of interference going on around here. I don't have a ton of wireless devices. But apparently sometimes Wi-Fi can interfere with Bluetooth. It seems weird to me. Anyways, that's just me complaining. Shall we try turning them on? Will that work? Oh, I feel like I look like a DJ Monkey on the album cover of a techno album that was inspired by Crazy Frog but was not as successful. That's not a real thing. I'm just saying things. Bluetooth? Sound? Maybe? Here, let's see if we can get it back through stream now. I am hearing things. They have better noise canceling than my old ones used to, so I can barely hear myself if I'm wearing them properly. Let's turn that back up. Yeah. Okay, I want to find something to craft for a minute or two and just talk to you guys and drink some coffee. And then I want to get into a couple, not a crazy amount, really. That seems inflated. I don't know if I trust it. We'll make a batch. Let's make a batch, shall we? Let's do like 100 off. Yeah, I want to craft something and have some coffee. I want to chat with you guys. And then I want to do some keys. I want to pug some keys in the 11 area. 11s and 12s is kind of what I'm thinking. 71 of those guys. Yes. 71 of those. Because we're going to do just 100. And then Earth. 100 of those. I always make potions in very round batches to make my math easier when multiplying components because I don't want to have to whip out the calculator. And when you're just multiplying by 100, you don't have to. 2,500 of those, and I won't worry about the 75. We'll just buy an even 2,500. All right, so we've spent somewhere in the range of 10, 20, shy of 30K. Hopefully we get more than that worth of potions. Speaking of kitty cat, she's back. EDM DJ Hazel. I can't be a DJ. I don't understand what they do. I don't understand what they do. And at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. I'm gonna, we don't need any inspiration or anything. We can just, I still have half an hour of man, these quick hands files. If you craft batches of stuff and you're not using these, you need to. They're not expensive. And I'm not just saying that because I sell them, although. But they're not expensive, and 30% extra crafting speed adds right the heck up. They mix music with like tequila or other music. They do the thing from Pitch Perfect where they play the two songs at once and they go, "Oh my God, was that Pitch Perfect?" It might have been a different teen movie. The one with Anna Kendrick and the Cups. Vodka generally. Happy Cat Mama Day. Kitty cat. It's Cat Mama Day. How do you feel we're doing? You slept in bed with me. That was a good start. You're purring. That's good. Hi. I was nervous for you yesterday because you were scratching your ear and you put your foot into your ear and then you made a little sound in there like you scratched yourself and then you went, "Oh, geez," and then you just like looked abashed and sheepish for the next 10 minutes, but I couldn't see any blood. You gotta be gentle with your ears. Psychrophile, thank you very much for the 4-month resub. 4 months, thank you very much. Need to bring back the semi-transparent colored plastic. The stuff they used to make like the iMacs with for electronics. Oh man, I hated that at the time. I thought it looked messy. I had a Game Boy of some description. Was it a Game Boy? It might have been. I had some kind of a cheap games console that had that like sort of semi-transparent plastic that you could see like the circuit boards and stuff. And it wasn't that cool then. I remember thinking, this just looks a little tiny bit messy. So yeah, 41K, and I spent, yeah, no, that's a profit if I can sell those. I have an N64 with that plastic. Oh, the controllers, that's what it used to be. They used to make the controllers out of that stuff. That wasn't a long enough craft. I want to make like 1,000 or something. What else is profitable? How are Tepid Versus doing? Oh yeah, let's do that. If I want to make 1,000, here, let's just track it. Let's just track it. Tepid Versus, I can always move. It's great. So whenever they're profitable, I'm game. It's not like huge profits, but it's nice, reliable for me and my gear anyways. So if I'm going to make 1,000 of those, I'm going to need 2,000 of the Frosty Frosts. Where is it? Awakened Frost. 43 gold. Seems high. Not that I'm going to buy 20,000 Rousing Frost. No, it actually is about 4. All right. Well, that number's been accounted for. What did I say? 2,000 of these. And then same thing with the vials. You always got to check and make sure these are indeed under 5 gold, because if they ever go over 5 gold, you just got to buy them from the vendor, man. And then 16,000 of these guys. I am single-handedly keeping the Hawk and Bloom market afloat. I must buy like 50k of them a day. And I have herbalism, it's just I can't be bothered. I pick up herbs when I trip on them. Craft sim take into account you buying the mats. Not a dumb question at all. It will account for mat cost. Profit will have taken the current material cost into account for that. If you gathered the mats yourself, you would have much higher profits. Very reasonable, yeah. 1-star vials at the vendor. You can. They cost 5 gold each. So if you can get them on the auction house for like 4 gold 60 or 4 gold 70, then, and you're buying like thousands and thousands of them, it does add up to something. But if they go over 5 gold, then yeah, you just got to go talk to the vendor. Okay. It's not real important for me to actually, it's not real important for me to incense for this. I think I will anyways. Do I have the stuff to make one? If I can converge once, can I converge once? No, I need an earth. I need 1 earth and then I can converge once and make an incense. If, you know, I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, but let's just kind of do it. Earth. All right, now this is why we use the favorites list. We don't try and search through all the earth things. Give me 1 of those. I could have just bought a sagacious incense, but I guess I didn't feel like it. Did a Pug 11 Braconite. First boss is rough for a Pug healer. I need to tell you guys about the keys I did yesterday. I went on a journey, and I need to share it with people. I should also state early doors that I am planning to shave the end of the stream off again because I'm the worst, but also because I want to bake something to take with me to a Mother's Day lunch. So I'm gonna shave off an hour here at the end and then go make some scones. All right, so 1 primal convergent. I was very satisfied with my elemental potion thing yesterday because I was making all the mats myself. It's like, these are homegrown, organic, handcrafted by me while I let this run and watch Netflix. Materials, you know. All right, so we'll chuck an incense. We can just do a silver one. Oh, TSM, calm yourself. And then we make 1,000 Tepid Versatility files. And I have to remember to not sell all of them because I got to keep 20 for me. Alrighty. That's going. Kitty, you're here. You're still here. Hi. I tried to give you your ice cube this morning because you like ice. And I thought it was a special day. And then I didn't put it on the floor like you wanted because the floor was kind of dirty. I just put it right in your bowl and I don't think you understood. Awesome. Scones. Gonna be doing afternoon tea. Something to that effect. I don't think it's going to be that formal. I'm probably wearing my big t-shirt and my shorts. We're just having lunch at, well, not just, it's going to be lovely, but we're going to have a lunch at home. They're unsolicited scones. I should say. No one asked me to do this. But some last minute plans and I didn't have, I find gift shopping quite difficult. For different gifting events around the year, just because everybody that I know is kind of not wanting to have stuff that's just going to become clutter or sit in their house and stack up. And people also, and which leads you to believe you should lean into, there's other gifts, you know, there's like foods and experiences and teas, and I'm hitting those various things, thus the scones. But people also have different ways that they're trying to eat or different dietary things, and sometimes they change, and it's a bit it's sometimes the gift things sneak up on me and I'm like, well, I wanted to grow some flowers, but I thought of it way too late, and none of my flowers, like, unless I wanted to pick little tiny flowers off of my rosemary bush, I was not about to be able to bring some homegrown flowers. Let's go and see the other week for the coronation day. Clotted cream, all the works. Oh, that sounds good. Mom doesn't need stuff. Spa appointment or a manicure or something instead. That's a good idea. All right, coffee. Advice alchemy, having time, maxing out specialization, hard time getting the knowledge obtained. So I had been using a weak aura called Tama's Dragonflight Helper. Honestly, I don't see it anymore. Maybe I got my knowledge for the week already, but I was having a hard time pulling it back up. But what that does is it gives me a checklist every week of all the places I can get knowledge, like the guaranteed stuff. So it'll say you need to get 1 Decayed Phlegm, you need to get 1 Elementius Splinter, you need to put in a Treatise Work Order, etc., etc. And then, of course, crafting everything once. Your first time crafts will all give you knowledge. And then doing the alchemy weekly quests in town. There must be an alchemy knowledge guide somewhere on Wowhead. You can also buy books that give you alchemy knowledge from the Artisans Consortium vendor. Limited purchase, of course, but you can get a couple of those. And then, as far as what you spec into, it's really up to you. I chose to spec into theory first because I wanted to have inspiration and resourcefulness that would apply to everything. And then chemical synthesis is great because that's what lets me make Convergent and Draconis really, really well. And then, since then, I've just been kind of filling out points in files and potions as I get them. Anything that gives you dragon shards of knowledge is also good. You can put that knowledge into your alchemy, but for the most part, it's just kind of keeping up on your weekly checklist, which weak auras can definitely help you with. Yep, there's one-time treasures in the world. Tama's Dragonflight Helper will help you with that as well. Let me see if I can get a link to it. Let me see if I can get a link to like a working version of it, because that's the big thing that just like puts on your screen everything that you need profession weekly-wise. Dragonflight Helper. I ended up disabling everything, but I disabled everything but the yes, this has been updated for May. Here, I'll post this in chat. Everything but the profession thing. Here, I'm gonna re-import the whole thing. Actually, give me this thing all over again. Because mine's for whatever reason turned off, and I haven't been able to make it re-enable. So we're just gonna delete the whole thing, kill 60 weak auras, rip, and import the one that I just linked in chat. If I can do it without breaking everything. Okay, so it's anchored to the left-hand side of my screen. It's gonna tell me. This is a 10.1 version, so it's here. Let's scoot it a little bit. Profession to-do list, aiding the accord, community faced. So a lot of stuff that I'm not going to do. I'm not too worried about. I don't need like a renown counter on my screen. So what I ended up doing was going into, was it display? I forget how before I turned off different parts of it. I guess I won't worry about it right now. I also made it so it won't load while I'm like in an instance. Maybe it does that by default. I didn't want to look at it during raid. Merkalot, thank you for the 31-month resub. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know about Steam games for my mom. The charity thing would be nice, I think. That's a lovely idea. The eye thing in the top right of each boss, the cat quietly agrees with what you say, Kitty. Are you agreeing with what I say, or are you gathering ammunition for your manifesto? Hi, sweetheart. I brushed her yesterday, and I trimmed her little nails. Her food delivery is running late. I might need to get you something else. I want to switch your food. I'm not super pleased with this one. It seems to go stale very easily at the end of the bag, no matter how carefully you seal it. And it doesn't sit really well with her once you get to that back of the bag, and I want to find something that she likes that works a little better. Gathering evidence for her twit longer. Oh man, you could write books just on me accidentally nudging you with my foot when I roll over in bed, because I've attained some level of instinctive don't accidentally kick the cat while you're sleeping, because she sleeps in bed with me. But sometimes you're just asleep. And then you wake up and she goes, "Rrr," and then you say, "Oh, sorry, baby girl. I know it's hard being small. You're so small." I feel very big compared to my cat. I'm not that big compared to some people. They're, some of these people that do the sports thing are just very large. But compared to my cat, I am one of the people that do the sports thing. Linebackers. Why do they call them that? Do they have lines on their backs as a part of their uniform? Did my new raid in the Holy Priest. Playing Holy Disc for 14 years. Still loving it so much. Nice. I am, like, grass is greener, a little curious as to how Holy Priest works these days. I've been really enjoying Preservation Evoker. I've been doing well on it. I've been having fun. But I do, sometimes you just wonder how Priest is doing. They back the line. They back it up. My initial instinct is that they're doing, preventative data recovery. They're making... They've got some hard drives. They're taking photos of everybody and they're saving it in the cloud just in case. I am 5'10", approximately 178 centimeters, give or take, depending on my spine and how well I'm using it. Enjoying Holy feels like it's easy to get into, normally Shadow. I bet they're so old school they store data on magnetic tape. Oh, man. Yeah. Some sports I can get into ambiently watching if I'm at a gathering where other people are doing it. Soccer and hockey are both pretty, and basketball actually, are all both pretty straightforward. I once went to a basketball game in person. Not like a super, I think it was like a college game, but still. Because it makes sense. You've got two goals, you've got a ball, people try to get the ball in the goal. I can understand that. Football and baseball. Oh, you leaving? I'll miss you. See you later. Football and baseball are both absolute black magic to me. I don't understand them, and I have made no effort to understand them any further. Tennis is also confusing to me, but that hasn't stopped me from adopting a tennis ball as some kind of desk pet. Soccer, you mean football? You have to love hockey to live there, if I'm correct. There definitely is some hockey feelings around, but it usually only fires up when whatever team it is doing well. The Canucks, in this case. Tried playing Evoker Healing, panic some of the buttons, end up flying to someone dying to a frontal. Yep, still do that. I did that yesterday. It was a misclick, to be fair. I was trying to, usually Verdant Embrace, which is this one right here, that's your single target heal in a 16-second. Usually I will use that on myself and I'll have echoed it to whoever else needs it so that I don't move unless I'm very confident that I know where I'm going and I want to make that move. So most of the time for safety, I'm just casting it on myself. But we were in an Uldaman 16 and I accidentally mouse over missed. I mouse over missed and I jumped in front of my tank and I jumped right through like 3 of the fire orbs on Emberon and super died, and then they finished it without me and I spent the entire time on the floor reading the dungeon journal for the next boss, which did help. How far you progged in the new raid? We went 9 and 9 normal the first week. We full cleared normal and then we did 2 in heroic. And I am now desperately trying to get any kind of gear that I can possibly scrounge up on my own so that I don't start to feel like I'm trying to cook without fingers when we are progging in heroic, because I feel like it's going to be a while before any gear happens. I mean, Mythic Plus can sometimes give me gear, which is why I'm doing Mythic Plus. But I'm putting high hopes in my vault this week. I will have... Currently, this is what my vault looks like. 3 normal raid options, 3 key options. This one being 441. It would be really sick if that was tier or a weapon. Same thing with this one, 16, 441, 12, 434. No PvP, but that's okay. And I'm just wanting... I want so many things. I need trinkets from the raid. I need a weapon. I need tier. I want all of it now. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I have obtained... Where is it? There it is. I have obtained 85 Worm's Shadow Flame Crest fragments out of a weekly total of 150. I'm assuming that resets weekly. If it's just total, then I'm hooped. But my thinking is that I just do some like 11, 12 keys, get some extras of those to just kind of have some more crests, because I'm finding that my strategy with upgrading my gear right now is to get a half-decent piece of champion gear and just upgrade it as best as I can. I've decided I cannot wait for hero track gear. I will get hero track gear later. I cannot wait for it because it's going to take too long and it's going to be too miserable doing the content that it will take to get me that gear while I am wearing nothing. So I'm trying to just find decent pieces of champion gear, invest all of my stuff in them, which means that I'm like super out of Shadowflame Crest Fragments. So I got a ring. I got a socketed ring, crit haste, big stat haste, which I wish it had mastery, but what do you do? I got that out of a key, and I upgraded that almost all the way. Would need another fragment. I have the same thing with this cloak. I've got a 6 of 8 cloak. It's Versa Mastery. The stats aren't perfect. Crit Mastery is technically much better for me, Mastery Crit. But I'm just trying to get item level in slots that won't break my tier set. So I could do... I actually have gloves. I have these 424 Crit Verse gloves. I could put those on instead of my tier gloves, but I would be losing Mastery. I wouldn't break my set bonus, but I could upgrade those. I have champion track gloves. I also have champion track bracers, but they don't have... I mean, maybe I should just commit to the bracers. It would be a discounted... I think it would be a discounted upgrade. But basically, yeah, I want to get tons of Worm's Crest so that I can just do this. I have this 8 of 8 veteran dagger. Not even a champion weapon, but I upgraded a veteran dagger all the way to 8 just so that if I get anything mildly resembling a good offhand, I can just slam it on and go about my day. Fancy looking full vault there. Why, thank you. Tried classic hardcore, pretty awesome. Do I play tank classes? Not much. Every now and then for an alt, I'll play around with it for fun, but for endgame content, my main favorite thing to do is healing. Cash, that's a good question. I do not know. I do not know. I'm assuming that you would be able to take tokens. Like, you're talking about tokens for sockets? Oh, no, Catalyst tokens. Sorry, I was thinking Vault tokens. No, Catalyst tokens I think will not happen until the Catalyst opens, which is in June. It'll be like 5 weeks into season. Are you selling all these files? I hope so. That's the dream. I'm gonna keep 20 for me. But usually I do try and I do check them up, try and sell them. About to be rich. I'm trying to get to 4 million gold just so that I can prove to myself in my heart that I am making gold. I'm trying to just get to a new gold making benchmark just so that I can feel like all of this crafting, because I'm having fun doing it. I'm having loads of fun making stuff. Actually, did I sell? I mean, I'm not going to do this morning. It'll take too long. But if I sold all my Glacial Furies, I've been using my metal to make Lesser Illustrious Insights, and then using those to guarantee rank 3 Glacial Furies, and that has been delicious. I got more metal where that came from. I haven't been using it for anything, so I think I might do that. Temptation to delete every character in my account. I imagine it feels like my own temptation to delete my Animal Crossing island and start it all over again, even though I wish I didn't have that temptation, because I've put so much effort into collecting things and into building out the libraries and into beating the DLC and into decorating everybody's houses. And I don't dislike my island or my villagers. I just really like the early game in Animal Crossing. There's something so exciting about having a tent and then a lawn flamingo that fell out of a tree in your tent, and then having like all of the money actually mean something. Endgame is way more boring than early game. But the thing that makes early game exciting is this idea that you're getting things that you're then going to, oh man, maybe one day I'll craft this thing and I'll decorate with it. I always do a much better job decorating all of the villagers' homes than mine, even though I've unlocked all the stuff to play with. So my house right now, actually, in Animal Crossing, is plumb empty. There's nothing in it. Nothing. But I've remodeled all of my villagers' homes, and they're adorable. You just want to go camping in AC. I want to go camping in real life, but apparently that's the kind of thing you have to plan, like, ahead of time. I'm excited for hardcore servers. Are they adding specific servers for it? That's cool. Redone it multiple times, never get as far with them as I did with my first. My island currently has been redone once. I nuked the whole thing one time and then built up this island that I have now that I've had for over a year. And it is bigger, or not bigger, but I don't think you can make it bigger. It is further developed than what it was the first time. That is something. And my museum, my poor museum, I've collected every bug, I've collected every fossil. I have every fish except for the string fish. There's one fish that I don't have. I have every other fish. I have all the deep sea creatures. I'm nowhere close to all the art. I haven't been trying to bothering that hard with the art, but You know, I've put in real effort and I've made real progress. And there's a little arsonist in me that just wants to burn the whole thing down. Okie dokie. Dragon Shards and Knowledge X3? What do you mean X3? Like you can just get easy ones? Interesting. Alchemy Expedition Pack, and then 4 Dream Bloom Petals that I could still get. So for these, I've made 2,908 of them. I want to sell like, I don't know, 2,880. Does that sound about right? Those seem expensive. I don't think they'll sell for that, but I'll post them anyways and see. I'd love to be wrong. And then I have 28 for me. And then these ones are just 19 gold. That's fine. Send it. I sell gold incense, and then I want to just take a quick look and make sure. Oh yeah, did we sell all the Shocking Disclosure? No, we got more of them. We'll do a real quick reset of everything else. Gold vials with lower mats? Skill. Profession skill. You're going to get some of it, most of it from points, spec points, and then you're going to get some of it from gear as well. Don't forget about your profession equipment. Profession equipment, very helpful. I got 6 alchemy skill from the hat, 6 alchemy skill from the robe, 10 alchemy skill from the rod. Important, helps a lot. That will be a factor. Okay, did I just do a cancel scan? I feel like I just did a cancel scan. I did just do a cancel scan. So we'll throw all this garbage back up, and then I'm gonna go find some poor unsuspecting key to throw myself into. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you about the keys that I did. We did a Brackenhide 17, and it was my first time in Brackenhide on a key. I had not done a 2, I had not done a 5. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not, well, do I not like, no, Brackenhide was kind of fun. But we did it on a 17. It was totally blind for me. My team had been in there before, but they'd been in on a lower key level where the mechanics didn't matter as much. And it was, my fears of the place were kind of confirmed, because my fear with Brackenhide Hollow is that there's too much patrolling trash, and there's just too much stuff in there that I could accidentally trip on and pull. And I did, in fact, accidentally trip on and pull a few things, and I wasn't the only one, so there's that. The hardest part for us yesterday, by far, was the first boss. And I think it was partly because we didn't really understand it. We were kind of learning on the fly. For ages, we had this idea that we could drag the charge that comes in the combo. We thought we could point the charge at one of the other bosses and have it hit one of the other bosses. And it sort of seemed like it worked once, but I think what actually happened is it just hit the tank. And then the rest of the time, DPS would just die. They would just blow up and die. So that was a problem. Another one was I thought I could run away from the teleport stabby thing, the butchery thing, and I was wasting time not healing and running when I needed to just plant and heal. There was a few other things that we had to really learn piece by piece, but we spent the entire timer just on the first boss. And then we were really stressed that we're like, oh geez, we just need to finish this for the loot at the end and for Vault, but like, what if we can't finish it? That was just the first boss. What if one of the later bosses sucks so bad that we like hardwall and can't finish it? But then the rest of it was fine, relatively. I mean, it was tricky, but it wasn't nearly as hard as the first boss. Not even close. Alrighty, I'm gonna take a little look-see in the little LFG. Dungeons, see. So we're looking for, no thank you. We're not doing 18s. We're not doing 17s, 16s. I'm looking for nice and easy in the 11 to 12 range. I have yet to do, oh no, we did an Eltheris. We did an Eltheris once. Oh, an 11 Underrot would be good. I'm not too worried about my score. I feel like my score will happen eventually. If I wanted to work on score, I guess I would try to hope for that in Eltheris, because everything else is... Oh yeah, I rounded this out pretty good yesterday. That Brackenhide didn't give me any score though, actually. I was gonna say, I did a 17 Brackenhide, and it's true, but we were so over time, it took us an entire hour, we did not get any score. Here, let's see what else we can get into. I'm wearing all my gear. Learning on the fly can be fun. I like struggling through instances like that with my friends, because once we've spent an hour in a key, we did the same thing in VP once, and we did the same thing in Uldaman, actually. We had not an hour, but 45 minutes. We overtimed a Uldaman 16 yesterday as well. I have some thoughts about that. But struggling through an instance like that, I feel like really does a great job of teaching you what's dangerous and what to really watch out for, because until you've at least for me, until the mob in front of me has had its hands covered in my entrails, I'm not really going to fear it. I need it to rip my intestines out one at a time. So going through a really hard key that's like arguably harder than our gear level is a good way of just kind of putting the fear of God in me about different mechanics that I absolutely must do properly, and then teaching me how to do them. And then I always do better in lower keys and just other keys later on because I had that learning experience early. So I don't mind doing it. I would only do kind of over hard keys like that with my friends in voice, though. I wouldn't pug them because I get uncomfortable whenever people start to get angry or just frustrated in a way that, you know, with my friends, I know we're all still going to be friends at the end of it. This is an Underrot, so I'm going to head to Nazmir. I have runes, I have files, I have food. I sold some tepid versatility files. Love that for me. Nazmir. Great time with your friends. So, in Uldaman, I'm going to make my complaint right now. In Uldaman, the boss, I want to say his name is Talandris. Does that sound right? No, Talandris was a different boss. Show me Uldaman. Dungeons, Uldaman Legacy of Tyr. Oh, it is Talandris. It's just spelled differently. So this guy, this guy has a mechanic called Earthen Shards. And this, if you ask me, needs to be nerfed. It is a bleed that he'll put on a random player, and they bleed for 10 seconds. And when I say bleed, I mean exsanguinating immediately. It hurts so bad relative to any other dot in the dungeon. And it happens continuously. It's one after another after another. They don't overlap them, but you finish healing one, you get like 2 seconds, and then you're into the next one. And it's like the kind of thing where people need serious defensives. At least I did it on a 16. I'm sure it's better on a lower key. But compared to the other debuffs and the other dots that are like that, it hurt more than the Butchery in the Brackenhide 17. And that didn't even happen nearly as often. It was just, I think it's just that one mechanic in particular is overtuned. But I sounded so bitter on Discord while we were doing it. I'm like, that's broken. That can't be right. The numbers don't check out. There's no way. Because we had to run it back like a bunch of times. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to stasis the first one. I'm going to rewind the second one. You're going to take it off. I'm going to take it off. Because you can dispel it with a bleed dispel. You can dispel it with cauterizing flame here. And here, let's see, one of these. Howling Rune for haste. I'm going to eat some deviled eggs. I'm going to eat my deviled eggs. I forget what I was going to say. Haven't ventured into keys yet this season. Oh, they're fun. Fire circles and second to last boss. Also stressful, but at least if I'm good, I can not get hit by them. At least there's something you can do about it. It's when mandatory mechanics feel impossible that I get I mean, I was cranky. I was crabby already. I wasn't having a good day yesterday. I finished those keys, and I slept from maybe 4 o'clock until 8:30. I was gone. I was like a shell of a person. And then I woke up at 8:30, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm up for a while. I hope I'm in my Mythic Plus spec. I must be. This is an Underrot 11. I'm not anticipating this to be too difficult, but I do want to make sure I'm doing it vaguely correctly. That's going to be a thing that we want to get out of. That hunter is about to get... Okay, they're fine. Bleed's pretty tough to deal with. And even if you have a bleed remove, my shaman could self-bleed remove. I can bleed remove every 1 minute, but it's not enough. Like, it happens so often that you still need to... I was rolling everything. I was rotating the bleed remove with people's self-defensives with time dilation, and I was still... There's a overlap later on where they do the knockback right on top of the bleed, and I was losing people to that every time. Maybe it might also be part of my evoker kit. Like, I may just lack ways to instantly top individual people in a heartbeat the same way that like a holy priest could do with the big blue button. Like you can sort of tip the scale Spirit Bloom, but that's every 2 minutes. There's stuff you can do, but it's not necessarily as rapidly on demand as a priest, which is my only other frame of reference might be. I want to hide these profession track things. Actually, I don't really need them. Throw out a couple of these. I am in here for worm fragments mostly, so I am happy to not take it easy, but I'm chilling. It's Sunday. is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mamas in 3. All kinds of mamas. Did you see they're adding Dragonfly into classic mounts? I didn't. I haven't seen anything. Do I need to read Wowhead today? I'm hearing all kinds of news, and my trollometer is totally on the fritz lately. I don't know. People can say anything to me. I was talking to Flabby yesterday, and he was watching the World First race, and he went, oh man, Limit killed Echo. And I'm like a murder? Like, that's one way to be the World First killed. And he's like, no, Echo of Neltharion. And I'm like, oh, that makes way more sense. Cheese and crackers. Oh, we got to get out of the way of that. Where is it coming? It's coming that way. I just have no filter for figuring out what is true. A ton of stuff. Oh, hang on. No, don't reach yet. Give it a second. Creeping rot. That's gonna hurt. We don't like that. Just because respect the 11. Respect the 11. Oh dear. Older mounts, not WoW Classic if anyone's confused. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I'm sure there's a Wowhead article, there always is. I'm gonna have to look at this. Am I doing any damage? I'm doing 15k healing. I know that healing a fight is getting a little spicy when we get above like 80k to like 90k, 100k, because my gear can barely support that. Alteris is one thing because you get like a juicy haste buff, but if you're pulling 100k on a non-haste buff fight, you know that something's gone wrong. Or it's just a difficult fight for you. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Keys stream. See Crest out. See Crest out. See ya. He's allergic to keys. Old mounts that share the same rig as the dragon riding mounts. That makes a lot of sense. I like that. I'm hoping that they find all kinds of fancy... They got real smart people. They got clever animators. I'm hoping they find ways to repurpose animations and do some tricks. I hope they find sneaky tricks to allow dragon riding on more mounts than just the dragons. Eventually, long term, for one day. It doesn't have to be anytime soon. I don't know what kind of mounts, but some of them. Yeah. Oh, we're going this way. I hope that we do corner strat. What I've discovered is that while I can help a little bit with stomping the things in the intermission, this fight, and maybe it's been nerfed, that wouldn't surprise me. This fight is so painful healing-wise. Kragmaw's really, at least last week, it was, not last week, earlier this week, it was a big healing check. It's okay for me to just kind of stay close to the stack spot and just crank heals as best as I can. Evoker can heal okay on the move, but I'm not very good at it. I have never really gotten the hang of tracking my hover uptime and which spells I can hardcast with hover, because you can hardcast spells while moving with hover, but you can't empower spells. Oh, that looks bad. You cannot empower spells, and it seems like most of the spells I might be casting anyways are in fact empower spells and not cast. Like, my heals that I would actually hardcast are Living Flame, and then I guess Temporal Anomaly? So if let's see. Oh no, if I'm doing this, and then I'm moving, and I can be Temporal Anomaly while moving, I can just yeet it right over everybody's head. But, I guess all I would really need for that would be like a little weak core to show me that buff. Maybe I'll get used to that, because, well, I'm almost never hardcasting Living Flame. Maybe I will later on when I get... Are you okay, bud? Maybe I will later on when I get, these mobs fixate sometimes. Whoop, new tier set bonus, because right now I have instant cast Living Flames from my season 1 tier set, so when I lose that, maybe I'll be hardcasting it more. I don't know. I feel like there's other things I would rather be doing. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. What am I doing? I tried to Ursul's Vortex like I'm a druid. /P. Oops, sorry. Immediately take responsibility. Somebody can res me in a second. Remember during BFA Mythic Plus? That was utter panic. There's a lot of things I could have done, and that was not one of the good options. Alrighty. That's okay. We still have our food buff because we have a flavor pocket on our belt. I'm gonna pay attention. So I want to be not... Oh, I wish you would face it the other way. That's fine, though. And then we stomp. Because the tank's got a frontal that you really don't want to be messing with. But you don't want him to go very far with the charge. If he targets the hunter with the charge, he's going to splatter stuff everywhere. Okay. Too late, too late. I never rescue very quickly. I needed to do that before he was already busy charging. I was too busy with my plan. Alright, tantrum time. No copyright strikes. I didn't even put it on, but of all things, I got Crazy Frog stuck in my head yesterday. There we go. Oh, hi, Craig Ma. There we go. Problem solved. This is why we plug 11s. New official hardcore servers. You're gonna have to tell me all about them. I haven't read about it yet. What's the deal? Does it actually delete your character when you die, or like, you know, turn it gray, put it in memorial mode, play Sarah McLachlan whenever you log in? Yes. You become a permanent ghost with no res. Genuinely? It makes you a perma ghost. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, it's excellent. That's so funny. I mean, I know that's like the point of the game. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a good time. Fight looks easier when your teammates squish bugs. Yeah, if you let the bugs, if your team's letting the bugs get out of hand, it is gnarly. You also have a lot more time to squish bugs when there's not as much damage going on, generally. Listen to a lot of Moby. Yeah, those flight path toys do add up when you're getting a bunch of them, but it's so nice having them all. Those are purchases like that I never regret, because it's something that you buy for your account once, and then you have it. You know, gold comes and goes, but you'll have that for, well, I don't want to say forever, but for as long as you're playing WoW on this account, for all the future alts. I have definitely gotten my money's worth, especially because on my alts, I like to kind of ping pong level between different like nostalgic zones. So I'll just be leveling, oh jeez. I'll just be leveling, we needed kicks in, you know, Westfall, and then I'll be like, oh man, you know where I want to level? Feralus. And then I'll, you know, take a portal and then a flight path. And when you already have the flight path, you can be level 15 and get away with it. It's great. Shockwave pointing that way. Gold goes more than comes. Oh man. Whoop doo 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 doo. Whoop 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 whoop. Woo. There we go. That's one thing I don't do if I'm on voice with my team, is I try to avoid too many ambient sound effects, but I find them very fun to make, so this is good. People start taking damage. Just turn into a Muppet. There's some mushrooms. Love Feralus. I like the intro quests a lot, actually. I don't know what it is about them. Let's just kind of do a little... Oh, no! I'm up! They're not... Is it almost over? It is not almost over. What, are you trying to reset it? Oh, he is resetting it. Oh, you can do that. Alright. Oh, it's pterodactyl screech during raid all the time. I wouldn't say that I might play a hardcore. I don't have any plans to, I think is the right thing. I'm not against it. It sounds fun, but I don't have any current plans to. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to do in retail right now. And my strategy in life right now is to don't open a new packet of cookies if you're not finished with the first 5. You don't need any more cookies. So, I don't know exactly what blew up. I think I must have gotten hit by something, but like everybody else also did at the same time. Maybe we just didn't destroy enough mushrooms. I didn't do the forensics. Woohoo! I can cauterize the disease. There's a bunch of mushrooms over here. Yeah, you're on it. You're on it. These people know what's up. No, it's just 12 stacks of, like, way too many stacks of the spores. It's weird, right? Like, I feel like they were doing a pretty good job of... breaking spore pods. Tank has to personally eat some of the shrooms. Oh. Excited to start foraging again, IRL. Another Season of Mastery is coming, but it won't be called Season of Mastery. Didn't look like you had that many up. Yeah, it seemed weird to me, especially on an 11, that with some of the mechanic being done partly correctly, that it would hurt that badly. Because that's just a big fat one shot, basically. We did hit rewind. We used it. Yeah, it is Tyrannical Week. That's true. But this is an 11. You can dispel 1 disease a minute. You can dispel a disease once a minute. Evoker Dispel is magic and poison. Coffee good. Oh, maybe on this difficulty, I can just kind of pop like a blaze scales and eat a bunch of them myself, actually. There's an idea. On a 16, I wouldn't. On a 16, I wouldn't, but on an 11, I might carefully. I'm gonna try and carefully, because if I blaze scales and then run through like 3, and then I can cauterize the dot right off of me. It's just I need to not die like while I'm doing it, you know. Sneezes seems to make 100k from the urban ore farming he does. Farming gold making seems really relaxing. All right. So it's little green mushrooms. Festering harvest is our problem. So here, I'm gonna blaze scales. And then I'm gonna take off some stacks. And I'm hoping that helps. Careful. This is why we carry health potions. And then they're taking some stuff off there. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, jeez. It hurts so bad. Oh, all right, all right, all right, all right. Scales, don't get hit by these. Eat a couple more myself, just in casesies. Another one there. All fine. They're gonna kill him, they're gonna kill him. I did not expect that to be so tricky. Okay, cool. Healing this as an evoker so intense. What's the highest underrot I've done? I've done it on a 14. I did a 14 with my friends, and that I think went fine. We timed it. I don't remember having trouble with that boss. I remember being real nervous about Cragmaw, but we had just wiped the daylights out of it on a 16. So we were like practiced. We were warmed up on it. 7 trims up by the tank that one time. I felt like a hungry person in the woods trying to figure out how many mushrooms I can eat before I die of poison. Like, okay, I can handle 1, 2, 3. Yes. Nope. Okay. Stop. Wait. Heal. 4. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Snack, snack, snack. Did a Vortex Pinnacle 12 with a friend as my first key this season. Oh, hang on. Dispel that, dispel that. Do not let yourself sit with that. These guys, they're gonna go boom, 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 and they're gonna point, and then you want them to not point at you. It's kind of like a game. It's like a, you are not it. Also the tentacles, they'll try and point at you too. Boom, 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 point. All right, it's a point, then boom, boom, boom. I had it backwards. I hate it when at the pair at the end because it's very difficult for me to see where they're pointing. I mean, not just me. It's difficult to see where they're pointing because they're both on top of each other. And that's, and you need to not stand in them, and you need to not stand in the tentacles that are spawning there as well. And that last pull before the door is just kind of ugly. Did 14 Alderman like that place? Scared of Pulse of Infusion. I will like Alderman much better once. Oh geez, we're fighting that. Oh dear goodness gracious golly gee, this is gonna suck. I don't even have an interrupt up for a bit. What do we have? What do we have? Nothing really. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and then I don't even have thingy. I was gonna do like a echoed lifebind communion situation. I didn't even have that. This is a mess. This is not how you do this. Sometimes low keys are harder than high keys. Get away from the tentacles. Curious to see how this last boss goes. We got 9 minutes. I think we can do it. Stay stacked, please. You got it, boss. Low key harder than hard keys. All keys are, I'm having so much fun just in keys in general right now, though. It feels good to be back in the game, you know? It feels fun. Everybody in. Put your... I apparently have Unravel. Get out. Yeah, and then we move a little more. And then we restack. Okay, we're going that way. That's fine. Stack and move, stack and move. How's it going? Are we doing good? Oh, that's so much space. All right. We're not going to run out of room, right? Right, guys? Right, guys? They're doing a pretty good job of stacking in the thing, at least. But we need to, if we stay really tight there, you can get way more space kind of out of it. Do another one of these. Just keep big dots, hots rolling on everybody. Get out of that, and then try and be a little tighter. You can also individual dispel. Put your left foot in. Put your left foot out. You're running out of floor. And you hope that we're killing the bloods. We're doing great. We're doing great. Yeah. Woo! 12 Shadow Flame Crest fragments. That's what we're there for. Thanks, guys. Woo! Yeah, light thing can clean up the floor crud. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does not. And by that I mean sometimes we put it on the stuff and sometimes we do not. Alright, somebody got a lingering spore pod trinket. And then I got some corpuscular greaves. Crit haste. Do I want to upgrade those? Maybe. Just for item level. There's no mastery gear in this game. There's no mastery gear. I was having a chat with my my evoker friend, and we were talking about like a mastery cap, and ever since we talked about how much mastery you could get, I've been losing mastery ever since. All I've been doing is swapping out gear for no mastery gear. But I want item level. Song 4, you had it in Shadowlands, but not for what? Oh, the hokey pokey is applicable to many many things. I don't remember what specifically in Shadowlands. You put something in and you put something out. Sneaky Turtle, thank you for the 8-month resub. Last boss of the 1 Venthyr dungeon. Okay, there's only 2 Venthyr dungeons. Oh, he pulls the statues in. He puts the statues out. He took out our mage. Now he's dead. That's the one. That was the one. Oh, am I rich? Yeah, just a little bit. All right, well, that was eventful. That led me to get a Shadow Flame Crest fragment. I have these in my bar so I can click them even when my UI hates me. Which I have one of because I have been using them. I have been big using them, but I'm thinking it's better to just kind of grind as many as you can and then big use them. And then to not play as much and be super conservative. I could do another one. Is there anything? An 8 Neltharis, or 11 Neltharis would actually be not too bad for score, but I'm going to have to do better than the 11s for score anyway, so I don't think I'll worry about it too much. What's going on in here? 11 plus is the cutoff for whelp fragments, which is what we need. Alderman 12. 11 healer underrot. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Do I run it back? I mean, maybe I know what to look for now. 11 Brackenhide, they have a healer. Beat timer. We're going back to underrot. Alrighty. Hello. I have time left on all of my buffs, so I'm just gonna head out there. That's me. Favorite dungeon? Freehold. Freehold was fun. I liked I actually have yet to do a Halls of Infusion key, I think. Is that true? I did a Halls of Infusion 12. Okay, I have done Halls of Infusion key. I did a Halls 12 and I've apparently forgotten everything. I liked doing... No, I don't have a favorite yet. I need more data. I need more data. This one seems fine. Did he get roasted for the Flintstones line? What do you mean, did I get roasted? I thought it was funny. I don't know. What mount is that? Looks cool. Or just for like telling people their joke. I don't know that they watch. Lord Girl hates me. Trying to complete old TBC sets. Guy refuses to drop legs. How rude. My tank needs to be inside. I mean, I'm ready, but the tank is... I need to bond with an ally. This WeCore reminds me to put my my thingy on my Broodkeeper's Promise onto the tank. I mean, I'll say ready. There we go. Now I'm ready. People assume you don't know the cartoon show. Well, of course.
5, 4, 3.
That's weird.
2, 1.
Why do you think I wanted the vitamins as a kid? I didn't just look at the box and go, wow, that guy's got a real cool toga. I don't know. It's just very... I mean, I guess that part wasn't relevant, but that's a weird thing to assume. I am aware that there was a show that spawned the vitamins. I didn't think they were... But the vitamins... The whole point of the vitamins reference is because flight stones are little bitty things that you could... Like vitamins. They are many. They are a consumable thing that comes in many, such as vitamins. Even kids today know Flintstones and Looney Tunes. I don't really like the Looney Tunes. I don't know why they're catching strays. They're I'm aware of them. I'm not a big fan of the energy. I don't know. Remember to take your Flightstone vitamins. Yeah. Good job, chat. Well, this is a pull. I don't know if I've seen anybody do this one before. But it's an 11. We got half an hour. I think we can make it work. I wonder if I want to upgrade it. I want to get mastery. I would. Well, I guess I'm only wearing this stuff temporarily. My forever gear is going to be hero track, which is a later me problem. Oh, I was worried for you. My later gear is going to be hero track, so I guess maybe I should just go for item level. Because I think, like, don't get me wrong, mastery is great. For keys, actually, there's an argument to be made for haste, for damage, for DPS. My DPS isn't what it used to be, but that doesn't mean I should stop trying. Bye, Hazel. Hazel and Jory is gonna go hug my mom. Have a good Mother's Day. This weapon comes from Uldaman. Already tired of trying for it. Oh, under up. I think a lot of my best gear comes from raid, honestly. But like, I'm not gonna get a keepy version of it until heroic. So I think I'm just gonna try and piece together whatever I can from keys and from the keys list, and then worry about heroic raid gear later on when we're actually like in heroic. But by then I'm gonna be like done with my season. I'm gonna be getting loot from the heroic raid so late in the game, man. It's gonna be, I feel like that's kind of the reason I'm committing to pieces of gear like this early. It's kind of like you're in the beginning of a Pokemon game and you are, you know, you get like a Caterpie in the first zone and you're like, well, I could get a Suicune later, but what's the point of getting a really powerful Pokemon in the last 5 minutes of the game if you're somebody that doesn't play the end game? You just like beat the Elite Four and then you're done. You know, like I would rather just get any Pokemon that's kind of subpar but like early, and then you have time to actually use them before everything's like all over. So we're wanting to get rid of that so that there's only one creeping rot to dodge. Would be nice. Same as more for raids and single target. Probably play Mythic Plus way more. One nice thing about Preservation Evoker is it seems like my stats, you know, it's nice to have optimized stats, but, oh jeez, it's not, like, your other stats will also be good. Like, if you end up with a bunch of verse, at least you're nice and tanky for hard things. You might survive some stuff that you wouldn't survive otherwise. If you end up with a lot of haste, you're going to help do damage. If you end up with a lot of mastery, that's big healing. If you end up with a lot of crit, that's also good for healing. We don't have any one stat that's just, like, dead weight, as far as I know, anyways. I'm far from a theory crafter. I'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Ooh! Oh, I stood in the thing. I stood in the thing! I wasn't the only one to stand in the thing. Yeah, we gotta run back. They cannot res us. Get on a nice little mountain. Whoops, it easy do. Gear for Raid and gear for Mythic Plus. Nah, I just wear one set for everything. I used to keep separate gear sets when I played Priest because it was more important at the time. And I will swap out trinkets sometimes. Right now my trinkets are kind of old and rusty, so it doesn't matter as much. I'm using an alchemist stone. I'm not even using potions. I'm not even using potions, and I've got an Alacritus alchemist stone on. It's really sad. But yeah, no, for preservation, I just kind of wear the same thing for everything. I'm not pushing, like, the highest keys I'll ever do are like 20s. Once I get to a 20, I think I maybe did like a 21 last season, but I'm not the kind of person pushing like 25s through 30s. I pulled a boy. So I don't think it's that. And especially because preservation stats are very close between the two things anyways, I can kind of get away with wearing the same stuff. I wear the same gear when I play DPS. I'll go Devastation and I'll wear the exact same stuff because it's mostly mastery gear if I can get it. Mastery is your healing throughput stat for preservation, and it's your damage stat for Deva. So I'll show up to Heroic Raid and I'll swap into DPS. I'll just wear the same stuff. I'll maybe swap a trinket. Maxing the max loot for the vault. Up to 20s from 15s. Any thoughts on maxing the max loot up to 20s from 15s? Oh, making it so that, or the thing that they did so that you get better loot? I'm a bit confused actually, because I was looking at my vault options, and my first 2 slots for Mythic Plus are different key levels, but they're both saying 441 stuff. I'm wondering why, because I thought that was a thing as well. But how do I feel? I think I don't mind. I think that it's nice to have some reasons to keep pushing some higher keys and to not just sit on a key level that's really easy for you. I say as I sit on a key level that's pretty easy for me to crank at Worm Crests. I say do the exact same thing. But like with friends, it's nice to have, because we like to push keys just to kind of see how far we can get them. And it is, oh, that is a long range. It is nice to get some extra benefit for having done that in your vault. Oh, might be a visual bug. Oh, okay. Thought the vault was highest for 20s last season. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently I'm not paying enough attention. Doesn't matter if it's just gonna have a bunch of nothing for me in it anyways. I took so many tokens last season, especially at the end of the season. It was just Token City. I think I got my Cardinal X from vault. And then that was it. That was the one gift from the game to me. And then then we were done. Don't like that there are so many levels. I mean, technically they go up infinitely, right? It's just a matter of when the tuning becomes unmathable. All of the sockets. Yeah, I did do goods for sockets, I guess. That is a good point. It doesn't feel as good though. It doesn't feel it doesn't make my day to take a socket, even if it should. I have not tried the new Zelda. I have not. I'm saving my money right now. I'm sure it's good, but games are really expensive, and I am saving my panties. I'm not buying Diablo either. Now, Classic Hardcore, that's free for a WoW sub. Stream goals. Sometimes I look at streamers that do like the sub goal thing on their screen, and I'm like, man, they have a lot of subs. That's like an awful lot of subs. But then the thing I need to remember is that I don't stream very much. I can't say that I can't complain even the slightest bit, because I stream like no hours compared to most streamers. I think I have a very, very generous amount of subs for the amount of hours that I put in. I say as I'm going to stream 2 whole hours on a weekend. I like doing, I hope I'm okay. I like doing our sort of shorter, more compact streams though, because I feel like we're able to actually chat for more of it. I think if I was to be one of the people that streams for like 6 hours at a time, I would be, oh jeez. I would be non-verbal for big parts of it. I would just be kind of, and I mean sometimes I'm non-verbal anyways, but it wouldn't be as much, you know, it'd be harder to just jump into and find something to think about. Even if a lot of my conversation topics are just like, whoa, I had this crazy dream. Actually, I had a Vortex Pinnacle dream. It was about wind. Alright. They're going. I'm keeping an eye on Kragmaw, because sometimes I get too overwhelmed with, sometimes I get too focused oh geez, on whatchamacallums, the tantrum, and then I fail to. Sometimes I get too focused on tantrum, fail to dodge the charge, but it takes ages. Kill him! Oh, don't stand there. Ah, this could be spicy. Sometimes it's hard to be patient. Okay, we did it. Don't lose them. Don't lose them. I don't use an orb weaver anymore. I used to. I switched off a couple years ago. I'm just full on a keyboard now. 2 hours per day, 5 to 6 days a week, still a lot. Thank you. It's a lot for me. I think it's, or not a lot, but I think it's I guess I'm proud of myself that I mostly show up. I know I'm a couple minutes late most days, but you know, I don't rampantly cancel streams. I will cancel them on occasion for special things, but for the most part, or you know, appointments. But I'm not just skipping them 4 days a week because I can't get out of bed. I get out of bed, I stream for 2 hours, and then I go back to bed. Much better. Thought of a tantrum on a tyrannical 20. Horrifying. I'm just trying to remember that later in life I will have more gear, and that all of this will be less scary with more gear. In theory. Raid guide focus? Did I cancel one? No, I didn't cancel it. I didn't cancel... Oh, jeez, he thought I was talking to him. That speaker scares the daylights out of me sometimes. I did all the streams this time, I think. I canceled a news video, which was arguably more drastic. I just didn't have that one in me. But I have canceled a stream for raid guides before. Maybe the tier before. Oh jeez. If you have to start your sentence with "here I go being a bully again," then maybe some thoughts. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you know, some things you can just have as inside thoughts. I have inside thoughts all the time. I keep them to myself, because some of them aren't constructive. That's all. Got my Tartarus. Yeah, the Orb Weaver. Still use mine. Love it. They're great for ergonomics. Am I gonna do my thing this time? Am I nervous enough to do the thing? I think I might be. We're gonna kind of just kind of help clean a little bit proactively, just in the interest of trying to keep this nice and safe. Dodge that. Yeah, see, 3 stacks, I mean, still painful. Manageable, though. Actually possible. Are we gonna get another one? I think yes. I think signs point to yes. Shockwave. This will be good. This will be good. Why though? Where are they? No, me. I pop. I pop. I pop. I pop. Ho 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 ho. Emerald Communion. Okay. All right. We're cool. We're chilling. Whew. Not using combat text. I'm one of these people that doesn't like combat text. It's too distracting for me. It's overwhelming. I get kind of overstimulated if I have too many numbers, so I try to mostly keep my UI elements, not perfectly of course, but I try to mostly keep my UI elements trimmed down to things that inform decision making. Most of the time I've actually, in keys and in raid, I've been minimizing my details and then just checking it at the end. But for stream, I try and keep it up just for entertainment, I guess. Show off my big heels. Did they get him? Oh, they got him. Oh, we got him. That's okay. That's easy enough. Hi, kitty cat. Welcome back. Hi. Informs me of how much I'm pumping. One last hallway of big stumpy boys. Big stumpy people. Add one of the worms to the double big pull. Oh, watch out for those. Watch out for those. I had a whiny moment with my friends where I was like, how am I supposed to know which way the tentacles are going to smash when they're round? I don't know what the front of a tentacle is. They're like, Hazel, it targets a player, so just don't be where you were. Like, oh. Well, if you want to be right, I was just not. It is true. But if you don't remember where you were because you are barely awake and you really should go to bed instead, then you are in trouble because they are in fact round. Yeah, the last pull is the worst one. I am a. This trash is fun though. I'm glad I have a proper interrupt. It's nice having a proper kick. I used to have Chastise as a holy priest, and on anything that you could stun, it would work. But plenty of things are unstunnable, and it's nice to just have a ranged. It's a 40-second cooldown for me as Prevoker, but it's a ranged interrupt. Oh, I took the skills. We go this way. Dark Echoes. No, thank you. We hope that they can't reach me. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. They're all pointing inwards. Very good. Very good. I'm sure you can bait the things. You could probably like all stack and then move as a group, but then you would be moving from so many tentacles. There's probably some way around it. I haven't played. I should be clear when I'm talking about Holy not having a kick. I'm talking about Shadowlands. I have not played it in Dragonflight. Anything that you can't stun, you usually can't fear. Any fun theories what the next expansion will be? Well, that's a good question. I really don't. I'm assuming we're doing something voidy again, despite the fact that I feel like BFA was kind of voidy not that long ago. I would love to get like an anti-light zealotry expansion. I want Naru and you know, I want the dark side of the light. I guess that's a fun theory. It's not really my theory, though. I don't really have original theories. So we want to put it on top of the stuff. And we also want to get everybody's dots. Very good, very good. Do not be in this. And then keep it moving, keep it moving. This feels like it went faster than the last one. I wonder if it did or if I'm just thinking that. I think it's a bit faster. Use your dream bloom, you silly goose. You have it for a reason. They gave you these buttons for a reason, so use them. Oh, you know what I should do maybe is just do some echoing of echo the breath hot. That might be nice. So after my next, so that's gonna be under me. One of these. Yeah. Oh, don't be in that. I wish we could stack up beautifully again. I miss it. Man. I forgot. I have to time that up differently. I can do it. I can do it. All right. Yeah, whatever. We did it! Woo! 12 Shadow Flame Crush fragments. Oy. Maggot frontal targeted at a random player, always where it's facing. Yeah, I don't know. Gnome villain. They're working for the void the whole time. Time to take them out. Oh. Hi. 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 Ooh. GG. Rock crested voodoo doll. And some spore ponds. Got loot from one. Congrats. Congrats. Alright. We're scooting on out of here. We'll have another worms fragment. We made it to 109 of 150. So I guess I need to do like 2 more keys just this week. I can probably fit 1 more on stream before I must get Mother's Day baking. So I'm gonna, I think, take a very short break, and then I'm gonna look for another easy key. And then look into wrapping it up. I think I'm gonna put raisins in this scone. I like the raisin scones, the fresh ones. Oh man, that's my trinket. I don't even know what my stuff is. I'm just taking whatever I can get. I mean, I know I need trinkets from Raid. Oh, I sold stuff. Okay, I will be right back. Kitty cat, you want to stream for a minute? Kitty, you stayed. Good job. Good job, kitty cat. I'm going to see how quickly I can get into just like 1 more, like an 11 freehold. Sign me up. Something that'll take kind of hopefully under 30 total. There's a 12 freehold. Freeholds are fast, yeah. Pretty fast. 10's no good. Got to be at least an 11. 11 freehold. 11 under run. Am I just going to run under lot back to back to back? Okay, we're doing the 12 freehold. I will head out there right now. Yeah, this is my last stream of eligibility for the Blazing Hippogriff drop, but I believe you got 1 more day after this, if on a different stream. Tear guard sound, that's the one. Meow. Hello. Hi. We're having such beautiful weather. I really want to. I've got 2 days off next. After today, I'm not streaming until Wednesday. And it's beautiful weather. And I want to go outside. I want to go fishing. I don't know where yet. I have some ideas. They're linking their talents. I wonder why. Lokis are so hard. Lokis are exciting. You never quite know what's going to happen. It's interesting seeing the sorts of mechanics that are trickier on some of these lower pugs, because they're things that you wouldn't have thought of on higher keys. But then the key level is low enough that some of the stuff that really holds you up on higher keys is not that much of a problem. It's just kind of an interesting difference. 12 per time run, 5 for untimed. Yeah. I think I have one aspect crest. Yeah, I've got one aspect crest and then 12 fragments. Oh man, before I came out here, I forgot I was going to upgrade my gear because I've got a few worm crests on me now. I've got 2, and I've already committed. I'm already wearing this cloak. I'm already wearing a cloak, and I'm already wearing a ring that are both champion gear that's not fully upgraded. So I think I'm going to sink another one into the ring. How are my flintstones doing? Oh, I'm capped again. So yeah, I probably should have upgraded. I'm going to help summon. Oh, should I? No, my Hearthstone's on cooldown too. I'm just going to do the key. It's fine. Love watching other people fishing. Sometimes show off their fish. Super cool. That's one of my favorite things about going fishing is if I can see somebody like across the lake or whatever that's also fishing, or like on a boat that's going by. I like watching how other people do it and the kinds of tactics and strategies and techniques and stuff that people will have. I especially love watching fly fishers, but I also don't like people watching me unless they're like, if I know them, then it's fine. It's whatever. But like if it's I'm worried that people are going to judge me, I guess, for doing it wrong because I'm fairly new still. I only fished for 1 season last year, and I'm a bit worried. Nobody's ever judged me. Fisher people, on the whole, on average, very nice, very welcoming, very friendly, very ready to share tips and info, and just very, very, very nice people. Not as judgmental as I thought they would be, but I'm still worried someone's going to see me doing it wrong. Hate this time of year. Too sunny, too hot, too much pollen. Trying to get in 16s. Still can't get accepted in any. It's hard for DPS. They really do get bajillions of applicants. All right, come on, let's go. Who's that? That's the tank. That's the tank. Let's summon some DPS. Mostly a Kel'Thalas group. Oh no, we're just going in. No summon stones? Oh, they're all on their way. They're almost here. Okay. I have an hour left on my food buff. I have half an hour on my file. Should be good. I'm not going to pop another one. No judgment from me. Sometimes I worry that someone would judge me for not catching a fish fast enough. Like, I went fishing on an ocean beach last summer. Fall. And I was there all day. And people be like, oh, hey, what you're fishing for? And I'm kind of like, well, anything? Seeing what we can get. And I fished all day. And I actually did catch one, but like at the very end of the day. The sun was going down, and I couldn't believe it because I had the wrong gear. We had thought we were going to go rock fishing, but it turned out there weren't really any rock fishing spots at that beach because it was all kind of last minute. And we didn't have surf rods for surf fishing, but we were just trying to surf fish with our rock fishing setup. It was a bit of a mess. But I caught a surf perch at the very end of the day, and I was flabbergasted. Okay, we're going to throw this on here. I am inside. Rune, good. Everything good. Bada bing, bada boom. Fully don't understand third boss in here with the sharks. You basically just kite them around, and then if you kite them through the blood pools, they will slow down for a bit. They will get kind of muddled up in the blood for a bit. But there's no getting rid of them. There's just and they will start fixating on whoever the nearest player is. You can kind of drop them off on other people, or you can just kind of keep it with you. /P, you're ready. Sorry, I just reloaded. Transmorpher beacon. Do I want to do that? No. Ooh, a pull timer, fancy. Yeah, I'm sure the sharks are obnoxious if you're melee. They still chew on me, and I have wings. I have no excuse for not getting away. All right. Clean run. Let's go. I do no research on groups before I join them, by the way. I just go, this is the key level I want. Will you take me? Let's go. I do absolutely no research at all. I don't check IO or anything. So sometimes things happen. Okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna fire up one of these. Did they lust? No. Sometimes our group likes to lust this first pull. We do that first pull, but we lust it, and then it's back up later for when we want it. Well, see you later, kitty cat. I'm assuming we're gonna pull this right through, just like my friends do. No, we're gonna fight it right here. That's fine too. You can line of sight it behind this next pillar if you're feeling so inclined. Oh, do I have a kick up? I don't. Meow. Maybe get out of the grenade. Oh! Oh, I was stuck on a rock! Oh. Okay, alright. I don't know if they want that stuff. Drink! Me or the cat meowing? Both. She starts it. Hi. Alright, we're gonna do that stuff. We got lots of time, I think. Although I do think they nerfed the timer. I think they made it, or they buffed it or something. Like, they made it shorter, I want to say, for this one. I think that might have been it. So this is a largely melee group. We've got a Ret. This is a completely melee group. Largely, I'm like looking at the class colors. No, these are all melee. So Shark might actually be kind of exciting, but it does mean that it's easier for me to just dunk Blossom heals on everybody. So that'll be good. All right, paying attention. Operation, don't get hit by the parrot. Ooh, you're not the tank. Birds coming. Birds are coming. Oh, I didn't look for that bird! I did not look for that bird! That was lucky! That was lucky! Woohoo! Where's the bird? There's the bird. Uh-oh. I'm a little worried. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Where is it? Dana. Dana. Dana, Dana, Dana. Very good, very good. Yeah, I'm liking this, Dream Breath Echo, actually. If I can echo like a... Oh, don't be there. If I can echo like a nice, juicy, buffed one. That's a nice, kind of long hot that, like, lasts a while. And I can also get away with, you know, following it up with like a nice batch of these guys. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's what I've been doing. Oh, I didn't look for the bird! No! Every time! Okay, we're gonna just do a quick little cute res. They're resing, I'll drink. Morning, good morning! Happy Sunday! Oh, what if I get the mount? That would be fun. That would be a delightful, delightful twist to my day. So we gotta watch it for backhands. Bird's Mean will still kill people after the fight ends. Yeah, that happened to us too. It was we didn't die, but I completely thought the bird was going to be benign. I thought it was going to be a benign bird after the fight ended, and it still it plugged all of us. Having tanks kite mobs out of my earthquake. Aw, how rude. Don't step on the blue thing. Don't step on it. Don't do it. Also, somebody ate something. That was ugly. Oh. Gotta watch your feet. Time is at 10:49. Alright, we're okay. We're okay. A little bit of a messy freehold. I hope we time it. I think we should. Still, with everything considered, we have good AoE damage, so the trash isn't taking us that long. So even if we're losing people here and there, it's still going all right on the whole, I think. I didn't save the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunters, I find, can sometimes be a bit of a liability because there's a lot of frontals, there's a lot of dangerous stuff in melee, and in my experience, if anybody is going to eat the dangerous things in melee, it is going to be the Demon Hunter. They are very much wiggly. They're wiggly guys and gals. They're wiggly people, and they tend to wiggle in front of things that they perhaps are bad for their skin. I'm going to stand a bit close to Eudora so that I don't take two of the thingies. So she's going to do that. And I can avoid all of it. Good. So there is a buff that you can get. Because recently when I've been doing this key, I've been consistently eating at least one of those, Okay. Zelda Lone, thank you for the 33-month resub. Very much appreciated. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Maybe, maybe. Don't stand in there. Okay. Just our bud left. First boss of VP as DH is such a pain. Oh, our poor Demon Hunter when we did that. I felt for him so hard. There was just no good place to be. There was a boss or two in Uldaman that also had a similar effect. I forget what, but I remember us running into problems with that same thing in Uldaman. It's fun to kind of do some nice casual 11 pug keys in a weekend morning. Just get some worms fragments. I think that's what I'm currently enjoying about the upgrade system, is it's providing me more avenues for kind of working on my gear early in the season. Like normally I would have, because I've already kind of filled out my vault options as best as I can, normally I would be done at this point and be like, well, I guess I just gotta wait for my vault and hope for the best. but being able to kind of look for decent upgrade track gear, just like mid-range upgrade track gear, and then farm out as many crests as I can, but still having a cap. Like, I like that when I hit 15 worms crests in a week, the game's like, okay, stop. You've done enough. Calm yourself. What is this that we're doing? What is this necessary? Okay. I've never done that little thing. Maybe it is necessary. I don't know. It's news to me. Part of the typical pug route now. What do we avoid? Is it just that pack? Like, we don't, you just skip one pack? I mean, don't get me wrong. You don't want to overpull trash or anything, but big guy in the pet. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if my regular group does do that and I just pay zero attention to what we're pulling. One of the things I like about healing is it gives me plenty of leeway to just kind of show up and follow along and try not to aggro anything that's not already in combat. Oh, so we could be working on trash during roleplay. Okay, that makes sense. We definitely, my group does that too, but maybe not this efficiently. Not that I could describe this in a pinch to my tank if I needed to. Oh, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Let's throw down some nice green places to stand in, shall we? Didn't get quite out of that. Only tanking this season. Have to explain why tanks are doing odd things. I got some tank moves in an underrot a couple keys ago that I need explained. We might have had some dodgy shockwave pointing on the spore collar. I missed keys. It's not too many things in your life that you can do a good job of in half an hour. Pig time? Interact key! I like being the person to... What? Come this way. This way. To finish catching the pig. Yeah! My pig! Bye-bye. The first time I actually caught it and I had it over my head, I was panicking, being like, where do I take it? I don't actually know what to do with this. It's like you hit the ball for the first ever time in softball at school, and then you realize you have no idea what comes next. Hello, Mr. Shelfriend. Just did that like 10 minutes ago. Do you get a chance to res? You do. Okay. We got this on a keybind. I didn't notice the pyrotechnics. Oh no, the people! The booty fanatics, they're on fire. Alright. How do you think this group of 4 melee is gonna do? I bet brilliantly. Utmost faith. Here we go. It's gonna be me. I'm just gonna have sharks on me the entire time. I'm gonna get eaten by sharks in cosmic justice. I don't know why it's justice. I don't know what I did to the sharks, but something, I'm sure. It's a hard boss for melee. I'm admittedly not doing very much to go pick up sharks. We got mana, right? Yeah, we got mana. So yeah, they get slowed down dramatically on the meat puddles, so you can kind of drag them over there to buy some time. We're good. We didn't even lose anybody. I'm ready to lose myself just jumping somewhere. Berserka, thank you for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Welcome. Hungry. Lunchtime soon. I turn into a Muppet, like an absolute cartoon character from a very young children's show, when faced with any level of physical need whatsoever. Hungry. Hungry. Oh, geez, I'm scared. We're gonna press some of the scared buttons. Okay. It's a brave pull. I feel like I survived it just by luck that nothing bad happened on that bridge that I was in, because I did not really have a great escape plan. You know how they tell you in defensive driving that you should always kind of know where you're going to go if you need to get out of the way immediately? I feel like you should also, if you're being real careful, have that same kind of thing in Mythic Plus. Like, just know where it is that you want to move your character to if things start going to heck in a handbasket. And I did not know there. I did not have a plan. We're gonna just go ahead and use any cooldowns that we feel necessary, because this is a heck of a pull. Okay. Am I out of ideas? I have Tip the Scales Spirit Bloom. That's an idea. That's the only idea. Down Sattery, thank you for the 4-month resub. Thank you for all raid guides. Oh, cheers, thanks for watching them. You know what? We didn't wipe. I'll take it. Yeah, we are under trash a bit. That's okay. We'll find something, I'm sure. I just love fighting Harlan with the entire room with which to do it. I was not a big fan of trying to fight him in, like, tucked into the tiny corner. These are all melee, so they may need to Like, good luck to them. I think you can wait through like 3 of the thingies before you have to move. Maybe 2. I'll do 2 just to be safe. And I'm just gonna heal real conservatively until then. Just, you know, nice, easy, safe living flames. Okay, not on me. Make a nice little box. There's the grenadier. Oh, I'm concerned. I have fears. No, it's not needed yet. It's not needed yet. Now it's going to be needed. I'm so proud of them. They all moved. Oh, that was lovely. Oh. I just want to stay well back from them so that they don't, I don't clog up their space, you know? Oh, it's so nice healing a group of 4 melee as a preservation evoker. They're already just in a lovely little clump. You can just scoop them all up into a little Easter egg basket. Oh, bad move! It's almost dead. There's also DK. He might be res me. Oh, I was just a little too greedy. You can stand through 3 of them, but you need to get fully off of it before the next part because it will kill you, as you found out. All right, a little more trash. We got 7 minutes. We're fine. We're chilling. Evoker healing looks fun. It is. It's super, super fun. But to brag at how well you were pulling the puddles. I know, right? Me too. Confidence is I forget what they said, but some bad idea. That's what they said in the Trial of Ascension, the Bastion Covenant activity. Confidence is a flimsy shield. Confidence is not recommended for you. Confidence is a great thing for other people. There we go. +2. Love to see it. Start back up my Prevoker this season. GG. Oh no, I'm stuck. I've got that bug that it thinks you've got your left mouse held down. I think I need to reload. Can't turn my camera. Got Shadowlands what season 1 mastery? Never again. Oh. Kite together like on Karug. Dangerous in a pug. Sea Dog's cups. Some leather bracers. Champion 2 of 8 from this key level, so if you do want to upgrade something, you gotta really go in hard on the vitamins. Fish shirt. This was fun. This was fun. I now have the challenge ahead of me for the rest of my day of baking something while hungry. I may need a baking snack. I have some orange juice. Does that count? I just got my gold. Slash P. GG's. I am getting out of here. I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade my gear. Also, we're glowing. The light really kicked in today. 1 tank, 3 DPS, 1 AUG comp might work up to a certain level. Yeah, I think now that I've looked a little bit more at the talents, not distinctly, but there are some things they can do that can put shields on their group. I think it is possible. I still think it's going to traditionally, you know, up to a lower key level that might work, but eventually you're still going to want to have a healing. Don't take my job. Okay, we're gonna upgrade something. I'm gonna put some crests into Ray and Cloak, I think. I'm wearing them anyways, may as well shine them up as best as I can so that I can have a little extra item level for whatever adventures I get into. Watch me do this and then immediately next week need them. So this cloak is 6 of 8. I want to do the ring first, actually, because the ring is 7 of 8, and that feels more exciting to finish. Champion, 7 of 8. Seal of Loyalties. Yeah. So just the one crest from there. And then it is capped. It is 437. I'm feeling good about that. That is a decent piece of gear. And then we can do this once. And then we need one more Worm's Crest to get that thing to 437, but something. It's not bad. Anything else that I want to put on? I mean, it just takes Drake's Crest, which I have loads of. I could start working on these pants. You get them above 418, and then all of a sudden you can actually wear them. But yeah, I'm losing Crit Master Gear. If I was going to take a piece off, I would want to take off probably my chest piece or my helmet. Probably the chest piece. I don't know, man. The add-on showing exact item level is called Deja Character Stats. There should be a link to it in my overall add-on spreadsheet there. Okie dokie. I am going to wrap up a little early today because I'm going to go make something to bring to their mother's lunch. I wish you all a very happy rest of your weekend. Happy Mother's Day. I will be back on Wednesday. I hope you guys have a wonderful couple of days. And, oh no, I said the wonderful day thing too early.